Something else to be aware of is environmental monitoring. It ensures that our systems are operating within the proper temperature ranges, and it also makes sure that we can be alerted when things fall out of range. All right, so alerts will be generated when systems basically go above or below a specified threshold. And then the sensors can monitor a variety of things, and that would include basically temperature, humidity, power, flooding. Okay, if we have if we're in such an area where we have flooding, because again, remember, a data center may not be a standalone building. It could be on the first floor or the basement or whatever floor of a multi-floor building. The floors above would obviously have traditional sprinkler systems, and if a fire were to break out on a floor 1 or 2 floors above, right, and the sprinkler systems kicked off, and it flooded that area, well, that could potentially work its way down to the data center floor. So all of these things are being monitored. Airflow, air quality. We want to make sure that we don't have excessive dust and excessive particles within the air itself inside of a data center, because again, all of these things can add to heat and basically adverse conditions for our equipment. And then also air pressure, because a lot of times data centers will maintain a positive pressure situation. If you've ever walked into a data center and you go to open the door, you can actually feel the air kind of blow out into the adjacent room. Rather than being sucked into the data center, it's actually blowing out. That keeps basically particles that may be out in the hallway from getting sucked into the data center area. So by having positive pressure, it keeps the airflow is actually going out of the room, which is the opposite of how most houses and most places are set up. It kind of works the opposite direction. In a data center, we want that positive pressure so that we don't track in dust and debris into the data center floor. And then we can also detect motion. So that way, if, let's say, our data center is not supposed to be occupied from whatever, midnight to say 7 in the morning, it can detect if someone starts walking on that floor during that period of time, we can be alerted to their presence.